Hello guys, long time no see. I'm back again, but this time I'm going to be playing a bit of Total War Rome 2. Now I've got the Divide and Conquer mod, but it's called Divide et Impera for those that are pedantic about it. But yeah, so I thought I'd come down and play a bit of this. Well, due to the fact that Total War has just basically released the new trailers for the new Total War game of Pharaoh. Now, I thought I'd start with this one because it's probably the best optimised of the Total Wars since all the updates that have came out. I mean, it did come out in 2013, and this mod that I'm using here has been out quite a while, but this mod particularly is probably one of the most subscribed and probably the best one that I've seen on the market, as the developers of this mod were constantly updating it and constantly keeping on top of all the bugs and stuff like that. But yeah, and Total War with Creative Assembly, who makes the game, have also kept on top of this one. They do release updates now and again, but I don't think they've had to make a major change since about 2017, 2016, because I think this game's completely up to standard now. It did have a bit of a shaky launch when it came out, as most of you'll probably know, but yeah, it's right up there now with one of the top tier Total War games. Anyway, without further ado, we'll just get into it. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to play Alexander's campaign, as I haven't actually, for some reason, came across this yet. I haven't played Total War probably in a couple of years maybe, but well, this one anyways. I've been mostly playing Attila. But yeah, I wanted to give this a go, and I thought this was probably the best campaign to basically play because it's basically been made by the mod developer, and it is pretty in depth. So let's just get into it. So you can see that the little bonuses they've got as well. Thessalian Pride looks really good, and obviously we do have problems with the Persians because of historical events. So let's start it. Right, so we're in the game. It's giving us a little rundown of everything. Obviously it doesn't have a voice actor, which is unfortunate, so it's not really going to go through all that, but you can probably read it. So it's showing us the Persians of where we want to be, where the capital is for them, showing us who our rebellious tribes are, which are the Thracians, and there we go, it's done. I do apologise in advance though if you can hear any clicking from the keyboard. I have got a mechanical keyboard and I'm really struggling to edit the sound out. I have tried numerous things, so I hope this will sort it, what I've done here with keeping the distance and everything. But if you do hear it, just sort of bear with us. I'm still trying to figure out how to get rid of it. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to get a different keyboard. But anyways, so we're in the game, and our little opening sequence is: the Persian Empire stands against all the free-minded Greeks to the east, a huge behemoth of untold size and power. Your father Philip promised to take on the ancient power who now threatens the Hellenic world. After his death, many enemies have risen, including the rebellious Thracian tribes in the north. Will you rise to the occasion and fulfil the promise of your father to head east and take on the great enemy? So obviously, that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'll close that, get it out of the way, and let's see where we're at. So our army's decent. It's got some companion cavalry. It's obviously got the Sacred Squadron, because it's general unit, and some Thessalians. Silver Shields are pretty good. They're more hoplites than they are pikemen. We've got 2 units of pikemen there. Another unit of hoplites. Some axemen. Some Sarissa lancers, which are really good as well. And basically a mix of the ranged units as well. The Peltasts probably is the best unit that we've got because it does the most damage, and they are pretty good in sort of a fight. Their armour's a bit poor, unlike the bowmen, the Toxote. Oh, and I did miss out the shield bearers, so we've got some of them as well. So I think the first order of business is basically getting some pikemen together, isn't it? So our treasury's not doing too well, and they do cost quite a bit to maintain, so we'll get a couple of them. And let's have a look, what's the charge bonus? Right, so we'll get some more Sarissa Lancers as well, and that's probably about as far as we can go with that. In terms of economy, where are we at? So we've got Athens, and we've got Larissa. So they've taken that bit out, so we don't have to go and do that, because Alexander did actually have to go down and reassert his authority here, so that's fine. They've skipped that bit out. We don't actually have any food buildings, so I'm going to build that and build a farm. Well, a homestead. Quite poor public order, so build an amphitheatre. What can we do with Athens? They've got a problem with that. So in the meantime, I'm probably going to have to do a traveller's lodge. And let's have a look at the technologies. Yeah, so we'll do that because I actually want a champion, and secondly, I want a spy. So what have we got? Line of sight. Okay. So that one's no good, I'm not going to have that one. Yeah, that's more military and subterfuge based, so get her. And let's have a look at diplomacy, what we've got going on. So Epirus are really happy with us, got a military alliance and trade. Sparta's friendly, but I tell you what, we'll make them even more friendly if we trade some stuff. There we go, get that out of the way. And the RDI, I think we'll try a trade agreement. Yep, they had that. So that keeps them off their back a little bit, because they are reliable. And they are cautious, so it's not like they're going to just break the agreement and just come straight at us. So that's what we will do. We'll do you know what it is? I'm going to cancel that actually. Move our army up north to Nasos, and then re-recruit them. And the reason why I've done that is because I know for a fine fact their army's hanging around here. And if I waited here, I'm just basically missing a turn where I could actually just have attacked this settlement and then defended it with the pikemen. Because pikemen are so much better in the cities than they are in the open. Well, they are quite good in an open plain, but if you're playing on a map that's got like hills and stuff, it's very difficult to sort of keep a formation together with them. So it's probably the best thing to do. And with her, we can then send her around to have a look at Philippopolis. Just to have a look, see if the army's moved. So we'll end the turn there. Just have a slurp of tea. Being British, that's what we do. Just sit around drinking tea all day. Right, so let's send the spy around. Have a look what's going on. So they haven't moved. That's good. So we can send our army over here and take Nasos, which is an iron settlement. And yeah, so they basically have no chance. I'm going to fight the battle anyways, but they have no chance. I think I'll send the heavy units in separately so that we can basically corner them. See what happens when it loads up. Yeah, so that's good weather. Right, so yeah, I'll send in our shield bearers and silver shields here. So that'll tie down a significant part of the force. And then I'll send our pikemen... actually... Yeah, you know what it is, I'll send the pikemen in here, because that is a better option. Or here, it depends. I'm not really close enough to sort of bottleneck them. So yeah, it's either here or here I'm going to do it, and then I'll send the heavy infantry here. So I'll have the hoplites as well. And I'm going to need these two. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we'll have them here. And I'm going to need these either side of them to cover their flanks, because if they get attacked in the flank, that's them absolutely finished off. Look how beautiful them units are, actually. It's really, really well done, this game. Obviously, the mod developers obviously had an input here, but it's fantastic, the graphics, considering this is a 2013 game. Obviously, the lancers, I might just keep them around here in the bush, because they're not really much use unless you can hit them in the rear. I'll put slingers and them here. Actually, yeah, go there. And I'll send the peltasts on the other side with these. It's good what harm can be done. Send them there. Send them here. Try and skirmish first before we'll get involved in the battle. But we've only got flaming shot for them. They're not even in a pipe wall and they're moving so much faster. They look like they're in a pipe wall, but they're not. But they're moving so much faster than these other infantry. Must be because they're trying to hide. So are they going to fire? They're not, but I'm going to send them here. Right, so let's put them under heavy fire. So put them on skirmish mode and just allow them to walk up, because there's not really much else we can do.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Right, okay, good. Get them in the pike wall. Get them in advance. That's sensational design in that. Look at that. Get the pikemen to wait there as well, because there's no point. So there's a gap there, so I'm obviously going to exploit that with my sarissas. I'm going to put Alexander in the bush over here. Pointless attacking them if I can just wipe them out without even... I'm going to send in the axemen as well. There's the sarissas. Get them to hit them in the rear. Do you know what, I might as well send Alexander in as well. Might as well get some kills.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Is that the axeman? Yeah. Get the axeman involved. Yeah, so they're just going to get slaughtered now that they've hit the pikemen.
The battle is turning in our favour.
Get them to turn around, rush them in. Move them forwards.
Our general is under attack.
Right, they've run out of them. Get them to move forwards. Didn't work out the way I thought it would with the cavalry, but get them to attack that, and I'm obviously going to try and get these to reform and attack them. You just need to pull out. He might be able to hit them here. Get them in a wedge. Yeah. Pull the Sarissas definitely back out because they're going to get massacred.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
The only thing they can do is hit them in the rear. Yeah, slaughtered. Might as well pull him back as well. Well, we'll see how easy this is to slaughter them. They are holding firm, even though they're getting poked with a few pikes. A little confused there. Doing really well. Wow, I mean, hang on, we won that battle, I get that, right? But they only lost one man going toe-to-toe with the pikemen. Well, two, but they were in there quite a while. That's a decisive victory. Only lost 73 men, so that's great. Right, so there we go, defeated them and taken the settlement. I am going to capture it, and we did only lose 73 men, so that was great. They've lost quite a bit. Let's capture it. Right, and I'm hoping, I don't think they will do it, but I'm hoping they are going to march out and try to attack us. So what can she do? Try and sabotage something, at least. Right, so she's been found, but at least she's not injured. No, Alexander didn't get anything for that. And I am going to build a trade port as well, well, a harbour. Yeah, should be good for the time being. And I think we're going to end turn there. See what the next turn brings us. Right, slums. I mean, we didn't actually build anything, but they did. So we'll get rid of them. So let's have a look what he can actually get. Definitely one commander of men, because it gives you that little morale bonus. Yeah, skilled tactician in case we have to go on the defensive. So it gives us a little bonus there. I'm just saying what they've got, so I can sort of gauge the situation. Tell you what it is, I'm going to move the army here. And make it build a camp. So we'll fortify it. And I want to see if they're going to attack me. I don't think they will, but we can see.
How can I be of assistance?
And I'm going to, yeah, just get her to establish intelligence network because she's not obviously not of any use being so lower level. Right, so we've got food. Right, and with us having the food, I'm going to actually upgrade it again. And then next turn I'll probably do that then. Because I don't want to just waste all our money. Yeah. Right, let's hopefully they come out and take the bait. They've taken the bait. Even better. Hopefully we can get a decisive victory here and crush them. Right, so our little camp is a great little defensive area for our units as well. So, pikemen up here. Get them in the pike formation. And there's only 3 defensive areas as well, which is absolutely fantastic for us. Because that means we don't have to spend that many troops to defend the breaches. I'm going to have to move all of them troops as well because it's quite ridiculous. I can't actually see what's going on. So put the backs to the wall there. Same with them. And I can't put them anywhere yet because I can't see. Obviously I don't want the cavalry in here. But yeah, so they're in formation. Great. Got deployables as well. Do like to do is, I know they don't have any cavalry, but I'll just stick them here in some places. I do like to put barricades in front of here because it means they can just get fired upon. If it's going to let me. Nope. Yeah, so I do that now and again because it just means they are trapped and they're just going to get fired upon by that, and I can bring some units over just to lob some arrows over. That's fantastic. I can probably put them in there as well. Yeah, why not? I'll just stick them on one side, there's no problem with that. Right. So that's where they're coming from, great. I can send the troops out that way. And I can bring my archers over here. As well as the slingers. I'll bring the... I'm glad I know where they are now because it just means I can reform inside the centre. So no one's got the backs to them. Pull them back as well. I've literally just completely forgot that that was there, so I'm going to have to move them out. Look at that, man. I completely forgot about that, and that's the route that they've taken. Right, I'm going to leave that where it is, because it's not like anything's going to change. And there we go, that's the heavy cavalry getting hit already. Archers are reforming. I don't know how they've getting out of there. That one particularly is just a line. Oh, they're just smashing it down good, okay. So hopefully we can do a decisive blow here, get the general quick. Right, so yeah, I'm going to bring them other pikemen up. I want them to commit all their forces. I mean, it is just the computer, but it will be... I didn't think it was going to be this sort of direct, but it's just sort of like directed all of its troops into that one front line. So, I'm a little confused by that. So I'll just basically use all my cavalry just to mop up what's there. Just have them in a wedge. Send the Sarissas over to deal with the ranged units. And then I'll probably just send the heavy units to deal with the mercenaries. Oh my, I cannot see a thing. Right, so that might do some damage there. I don't even know where we're at here, I can't see a thing. Don't know why that's just charged in there, but...
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I just get them to pull out. They're just stuck. Wow, I cannot even zoom in on that little area to see what's going on. Right, so that's another general that might just key it over pretty quickly. We'll do that. Get them here. Great use of cavalry, I suppose. The charge bonuses on them is absolutely ridiculous as well.
The enemy general, our general is under attack.
Just charge them. Wow, look at that. Look at that. It's because it's all light infantry, so the cavalry just mow them down. Wow, get them to reform. Can't have a disorganised cavalry unit. Just get them smash into the back of them. Same with them. I'm going to send them off after them as well. So unfortunately they haven't lost a general yet, which I'm a little annoyed about, because it means I've got to then finish them off again after this battle.
Heavy horse at your command, to your service. General.
Right. See where these are going to hit them, because that unit's so split I don't know what's going to happen.
The battle is turning in our favour.
Hopefully these all break and we can just mow them down.
You have orders, sir.
Pull them back as well so they can just deal with them fleeing units. pull the heavy shock cavalry back as well. There's not really much else we can do. Get the turn. I don't know if they were so disorganised we can just take out the spearmen. Do you know how it is? Nah, just pull them out and I'm just going to get them to mow down all them fleeing units. Oh wow, so it's just turned and then hit like this small group. Right, they are racking up some kills.
At your service. Companion cavalry.
See what happens here, because it's just... I mean, at this point I can probably just fast forward it, because there's not really much else they can do, they're just trapped. Yeah. Okay, that's the mob breaking, yeah. So we've won the battle. I am going to continue to mow them down a little bit, so what I'll do is I'll just skip to the next bit when the battle's finished. So I'll see you then. Right, so welcome back after that little short break. So I've just mopped up the enemy forces. As you can see, the enemy ended up losing about 3,150 and we lost 360 troops, most of that being our pikemen as well as some of our horses. So we did manage to rack up about 2,500 kills, and as you can see I've completely obliterated their forces, so the only thing that's really left in our way now is the settlement. So it should be easy to just crush Thracia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enslave the captives, because it's a little bit of money at the end of the day and keeps our economy going. As you can see, most of our units have went up to rank 2, some of them rank 1. So, oh.
Our joint enemies would tremble if we were your allies.
Yeah, okay then, okay, we'll pay that. I mean, we've just made nearly 1,200, so 400 is not really going to do any problems. Oh, and the companions went up. Right, so let's have a look. I'm going to do Alexander's Chosen, because obviously damage bonus and morale bonus on top of what we already got. Thracian Conquerors, definitely. And Hellenic Supporters, because it gets the costs down. And we can come out of encampment now and just take the settlement.
How can I be of assistance?
So what's that one there? Makidori Agema. Okay. And what's left in the settlement? Not a lot, so let's see. Let's go and attack. Right. I did just say that half their settlement was completely obliterated, didn't I? So what's all this? I'm going to build some siege units as well. Yeah, go on, it's definitely going to need food. So yeah, hopefully he'll come round and just attack us. That's probably the best way to do it. So yeah, we're just going to have to end the turn again. It's annoying that it's just said that there isn't really a garrison there, and then as soon as I go and attack there's quite a lot of a garrison. But it's the way it is. Our army shouldn't really have a problem getting through it. Right, so we've researched logistics. I'm probably better off getting the tactical drills first. I know it's going to put the upkeep of the army up by about a half, like a percent, but at the end of the day, the more morale we've got, the more the infantry can fight longer, especially if it's in quite a hard fought battle. If we're outnumbered and we've got that quite high morale, it'll keep us going for a while. So I'm going to go for that. And to be quite honest, I don't think I'm going to be waiting for them battering rams. I think I'm just going to go... Yeah, I'm just going to go unassaulted. Right, so we're in there, and... So we're in the battle, and it's raining. Okay. Better for us, because it means they can't destroy our siege units as easily. I don't want the pikemen on them, actually. I'd rather have the... Yeah, I'd rather have these on it. As well as the silver shields, because I think that would just be easier to get through. Let's bring these up. And we'll just stick the cavalry in the forest, because there's not really much it's going to do. And we'll stick these round here. I'm going to send some of the cavalry here as well, just to protect them. Right. Go get on the walls. And what have we got? We've got the slingers, so I'm going to stick the slingers here. I'll put the archers there for the time being. The peltasts are not really much use because they've got such a small range, they'll probably should be hitting the wall anyways. Where's the enemy reinforcement? Ah, they're just going to go in the settlement. Fine. Yeah, the units are so detailed. The only problem with this game was it's not like Rome Total War, the first one, where the units would sort of like move out of the way to allow soft transitions. The units just sort of like bash into each other. But it works at the end of the day. Right, so they're going to be under attack from the tower, but they should be able to inflict some damage on their units anyways. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Pull them back. Right, I didn't realise they had bowmen. Look, enough our bowman's got armour. And theirs doesn't, so that's a bonus for us. Right, we're closing in now. That one's a bit behind because it's going through the forest. But we are inflicting some casualties here compared to what they're doing to us. I'm going to move some of these units up as well. Right, so that's them broken. Are they firing? Right, so they are firing. I think they've lost about 20. They've definitely lost 6. Because I'm pretty sure they were on full health. Hopefully... I mean, it's not hopefully, I mean, our troops are more heavily armoured and they've got better weaponry, so they should really just climb this wall and take it. We have got the... well, it's not overwhelming at the minute, but it should be. It did say pikemen there, but they're not pikemen.
We await your command. Shield bearers.
The issue these have got is, I'm pretty sure if I go and say attack them, they sort of like get stuck on the ladder. They don't seem to be, but... Right, so they're over the walls. I'll get them to attack them. They're just going to have to get into a fight. Yeah, so we'll move our... Definitely move these units up. The peltasts can come up now. And what I will do is I'll send in the other silver shields. And I'll send some pikemen here. So that's what we've got. They're fighting them. Who are they fighting? How are they getting through there? What's going on there? Right, and I'm definitely going to send both the Sarissas around here anyways. Because if we can get control of that gate and get the cavalry in there, we've done the hard part. Right, they've fled. Right, I'm just going to have to get them to fight them because they're not... Right, the Thracians are going down. Right, that's good, everyone got over the walls pretty nicely. I usually have some issues like that, for example. I don't know why they do that, but for some reason they do. Right, so just get them to attack whoever they can, hopefully, yeah, so... It's just when they go and attack a certain unit and then you move to another unit, it'll break the glitch for some reason, and then they start to work again. But it's just initially getting over the wall. Get them there. Right, so we've definitely taken this sector. I mean, we're just pouring in the troops now, so that's all we can do. They might as well just sit back. You're going to attack them in the rear, yeah, they're just going to flee.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
So them shield bearers have been quite useful. Going to send them over there. Yeah, so hopefully these can reform now and we can just finish these off. Right, definitely send them after them. And try and capture the settlement doors. Well, gates. I don't know why I said doors. It's obviously gates.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, so we're hitting them quite badly now, so... Right, they've got some units left, obviously. That's their general, I think, isn't it? That's the general. And that's just another few units they've got. So we'll capture this gatehouse. Yep.
We have captured the gate.
And then we'll go and capture this. If it'll let us, because... Yeah, they're so slow getting over the walls. they're probably knackered, isn't they? No, they're fresh, definitely, so they're fine.
Melee fighters ready. Completes. Advance at speed.
Right, I think they're going to get stuck here. I'm going to create a long line as well, because more pikes the better.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, it's not even the pikemen, it's the silver shields, man. It's fine. They'll be able to smash them then.
Completes ready. At speed. Scrubbers ready. Completes ready. We have captured a tower.
Try to get that.
They will bleed for us.
Oh wow, they look like really heavy spear nobles, them. But our axemen just seem to be tearing through them.
The enemy general is
Oh wow.
completes.
Right, so that's, yeah, that's finished, so we'll just send them in the back.
Knights completes.
We'll send them in the rear as well.
At the double. Completes ready.
Might as well send them over to capture that tower.
Take fire. Ready and waiting.
So we didn't even need our pikemen this time then. Didn't even use them.
Melee warrior. Completes.
Yeah, so they're going to start losing a lot now then. Yeah. Axeman done a very good job there. But they just couldn't handle the heavy pike infantry phalanx. So that's their general unit gone. And they've obviously had low morale and they've just fled. So is that general unit. Oh well. I didn't think it was going to be as simple as that to take it, but I'll take it. Right, so after that then, we've defeated them decisively. And we'll just occupy the capital. So we did only lose 345, so that's fine. Did kill quite a few. So we'll take that.
Ready for battle.
Right, and then we can send her... Yeah, might as well try it. Opportune failure. However, I did forget to do that. So we'll try it again.
I do enjoy a little trouble.
And it was successful, great. Right, so that means they can't really move.
We hunger for battle.
Now our economy is at a serious boost after capturing that. Right, so there's not much else to do. I want to keep a little bit of money around, I don't want to just waste it, so I'm gonna... What's that gonna do? Oh, that's fine then, so I'm gonna just go for that. Upgrade the settlement to level 2 capital. Critically low and there's a rebellion, okay. Gonna smash them. I'm not gonna fight that one because I don't really see the point in fighting it because there's only 2 units, so just auto resolve it. I might as well just free them. So there's a couple of upgrades we can get there. I'll get Persian invaders, I might as well. Strike or spears. Definitely wall breaches, because we're going to be doing a lot of sieges. And what else have we got? Ferocious warrior. Yep, during offensive battles, because we're going to be doing a lot of them as well. Skilled cavalryman will do, I think. Yeah, go skilled cavalry. And trained swordsman as well, because who doesn't like little bonuses to their infantry? And I'll send the spy around to have a look what's going over here. Right, so there's nothing going on, so I might as well just send them over. Great, and I'm going to raise an army here as well. Has he already been one? Yeah, he doesn't cost much, so raise him. Yeah, okay, fine. And I'm going to convert the capital. So good, our economy's stabilised a little bit. We're definitely going to have quite a few bonuses shortly. For the amphitheatre and the food. Because that'll keep them happy, because I think food's the problem, isn't it? Apparently not. We'll see what happens when they go into surplus. Hopefully it'll sort it. And more than likely we're going to have rebellion on our hands anyways, because we're going to take these two settlements and it usually causes conquest issues. Right, so at the end of that term we did have a rebellion in Nasos. But what did happen was the score DC came down and basically disrupted them. So they are quite heavy. So what have we got there? We haven't actually got much. So I'm going to send them there. Quickly. And... do you know what it is? I'm going to try and get them to sort them out. Do a trade agreement with them. Yeah.
Greetings, friend.
Yeah, can't get military access. What about them? Yeah, we can do a trade agreement with them as well. Yeah. Good. So keep them all happy. So we can continue our conquests and hopefully they will basically sort them out. I'm hoping so anyways. I'll come back to them. So I want to do these conquests quick.
What do you wish of me?
Ready for battle. Ready.
Yeah, so once again we've got overwhelming majority. Right, so is that beneficial for us? We started off the battle with a fog. Now, yeah, I think it would be beneficial because I did say that they have more missile units than we do. And I'm going to have the pikemen front and centre. And I'm going to have the silver shields in the back. I'm going to have the shield bearers on the flanks as well as the axemen, because they've done really well. Right, and you know how it is, I'll send them off on a little detour.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Okay. We'll have that then. We might be able to do a heavy blow here, like, pretty quickly. I'll just use the archers as well. So the peltasts are going to open fire. Oh no, these archers. Right, so they're in their phalanx, so they should be able to deal with the brunt of this. Yeah, they dealt with it quite well. And I'm going to get them to back off because they're just going to cause more problems. Allow them to hit them in the flank.
The enemy general.
Right, that's a easy knockout blow for that. So I think that's affecting them as well, isn't it? No, apparently not. That's fine then. Pull them away, get them out of phalanx. I'll send them off into the bushes. Can fit 3 units in there, which I'm going to do. And probably better off just sending them in there, don't I? Cause a little bother down there. They're not really useful, so put them in them bushes there in case somebody tries to rush. Then we're going to have a little ambush going on. In phalanx formation, yep. That might disrupt them a little bit unless they're just going to smash through everything. Looks like it. Nah. So apparently it looks like they're smashing something, but they're not. And we've got these as well, so send these forwards. Horses in behind. These horses can't do anything. Yeah. Just gonna get them to rush. I don't know why they've stopped there. You might as well just rush them. I don't see the point in being phalanx formation when they're not even facing you. That was probably one of the worst charges I've ever seen by them. Might as well send them down there. And pull them back, because that was terrible, that charge. Right, just get them to wheel round, hopefully, because they're going to be a bit... Oop. They're going to be a bit too occupied, I think. It's just an absolute homogeneous mess, that. Get them to hit the flanks. Yeah, so they're just gonna break eventually.
The battle is turning in our favor.
So they're fleeing.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Yeah, done some damage. Okay, good. What's going on here? I'm going to send them up there as well to deal with them. Hopefully the horsemen can do some damage in here. Make them break and bring the pikemen forward.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
So what's going to happen? That is exactly what's going to happen. Good. So that's probably a really poor charge I've seen as well because of all the obstacles in the way, but they're doing it quite well. I'm going to try and pull these out as well through the pike wall, which probably is not the best idea, but... Oh wait, never mind, we won. Morale just collapsed. Okay. Decisive victory again. Right, so after that battle, 194 lost to their 2,500. I mean, it is just a garrison, but at the end of the day, it's a good victory. Few level ups there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to occupy the settlement again. And then send that one up there as well, just keep an eye on that. See if we can poison it. Okay, see if that works. So they don't have any armies or anything like that, that's fine. And what have we got? Do some disruption actually. And collaboration would be good. Reconnaissance, yeah. They're probably a good 3 to go with, I think, for a spy. Right, so they've got quite a lot. Yeah, I'm probably going to want to do a consecrated ground just to get the Hellenic influence and swap that to a homestead. I haven't really got much to do here, to be honest. What's this? This is very interesting. I've never actually seen that before. It's got commanders. So what is the idea with them? Are they? That's strange, that, but it only says 9. I don't get that. So what is that one? That one, yeah, it's heavy cavalry. So yeah, I might as well get that then. I want to see what happens there. Is it cheap enough as well? Yeah, it's the same price. So see what happens. And that's the end of that turn. And then after that, we should be able to conquer the last Thracian settlement, and that should put them down. We might be able to focus on the Persians after that. Ah, great, okay then, so they've sorted that out. I'm just going to quick resolve it then. Yeah, so they've sorted that out. Oh, that's really good armour, that, and the sword as well. It's really cool. Might as well release them, get some money off it. Yeah, okay. Right. So after that turn, the Scodisi dealt with the rebellion, and we managed to get a trade agreement with the, well, Bosphorian Greeks. So the only really thing left to do is just capture Odysseus, and that's it. That is well, Alexander's Macedonia completed there. And we should have quite a decent income as well after we've done it. So yeah, I mean, we did all that with one army, and we haven't had to buy or, well, we haven't had to train or replace any of the units. We've just basically kept the same army and just kept going. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if we can do a bit more reconnaissance, just to see if there's anything else lurking around. No, there isn't. So yeah, we'll just finish them off them.
We take this settlement. Besieging the settlement.
And at this point, I don't really think there's a point in fighting this battle because, well, we've fought basically loads of armies like this. We've killed them off pretty quickly, so... Oh, actually, no, you know what it is now. I'd rather fight it because we're losing more troops there than I would anyways. So yeah, we'll assault it then. Right, so we're in it. It doesn't really matter about it raining, so we'll just get into it. Okay. So this is a different settlement compared to what we used to. I'm going to send a couple of these up here as well. Yeah, so we'll send them around there, and we'll send the other two up here. We want to keep Alexander over here, just to basically mow that down. And I'll send the
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
cavalry around there. Where's that coming from? The rear. Can't get them to turn around and face them.
Heavy cavalry ready and willing.
I'll get the missile troops up here.
Yours to command. Forward. Companion cavalry.
They're the silver shields.
Your orders.
I don't know what's going on with that board. So I mean, the army's in a bit of a mess at the minute, but it's gonna basically sort itself out. Gonna get them in pike formation, and we're still all right now. We'll mow them down. Okay, good.
Flying wedge formation.
Right, get them to emerge from the forest, smash into them. Yes, that's near destruction of that, so that's fine.
Our general is under
And that's a narrow corridor, so I'm going to send the one unit in.
Pikemen ready for orders.
And how close is them? Okay, not very close at all.
Yes, commander. Light hoplites. Hunger for blood and battle. Light hoplites. Hoplites.
Oh wow, what's happened there? Whoa, I don't know what's happened there. Hopefully they can reform. Hope so anyways.
At your service.
Push them behind. They've smashed them, so no problem. Oops. They should really smash them pretty easily. I don't know why it's taking so long. Gonna send Alexander around here as well.
opponent's ammunition.
Ready and waiting.
Send them round. Send them round there.
We await your command.
Light hoplites. For glory.
Because their lines have been broken, so it's going to be much easier to sort them out. We'll hit them there as well, so they've been flanked.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Get them to move through there. Get them in pike formation. Right, the horsemen have sorted that out.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Where's Alexander? Right, so we should get through there pretty quickly. Yeah, they're getting torn apart by our units. Might be able to draw them out a little bit. I don't know what's going on here, I don't know. It's a very clear open avenue and they're struggling to get through.
The battle is turning in our favour.
Right, so they're pulling back. They've lost that. Can we... Yeah, it's the thinnest we can make them. And I'll keep them back, I think. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Yeah, so they're losing that, and they're losing them. So have they reformed? Yeah, smashed into the back of them. It's fine. Alexander should be able to deal with them for the time being, they're only militia. Yeah, so that's them breaking. Yep, good. Get them out of pike formation, move them up.
The men are wavering.
Who's wavering? How are they still not defeated? So that should have saved them then. Have to pull them out. Right. Right, so that's it. Let's give up. That's it. End of the battle. Decisive victory, I'll have that. Right, so after that, crushing defeat for the Thracians, we should be able to just capture this and it should be the end of them. And, do you know what it is? We've lost 300 men again. I think we've had 5 consecutive sort of battles with the Thracians, and I think our losses come to a total of maybe about 1700. That's not really that bad considering it's been... I think they've lost in tens of thousands. So we'll capture that. And that's increased our Imperium. And that's the end of the Thracians. So this is our kingdom so far for Alexander. Following basically the historical accuracy of it. We've captured all the Thracian territory, put down the rebellion, and we should be able to basically march on Lydia now. I'm going to see what's going on there, see if they're allied. Are they? Yeah, so they're a satrapy of the Achaemenids, so we should be able to just go over there and capture that and then move round. I think that's probably the way to do it. Yeah, just stick to the outskirts. And to be honest, I think I'll end the video there because it is quite a long video that, and we've had quite a lot of things going on so far. I hope you've enjoyed it, watching it, and if you did enjoy it, give us a like and a subscribe please. And if you want to comment on basically how I'm going to go about capturing the Achaemenid territory, I would be more than happy to read the comments and see what strategies you would have to basically see on that, and what tactics you would use. Like, would you go around there, like from the coastline, or would you go inland, or even what I did with the Rhodians, or build a navy or anything like that. What buildings would you like me to have? Anything like that, you can comment. I'll read them, and when we get around to doing the next video, I'll talk through them and see what decisions I've taken and what I haven't. But other than that, I do appreciate you watching and hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks very much. See you later.